Good morning. Well, welcome to Sit and Fit. I am going to be shifting my live classes from Facebook to YouTube starting next week. So just be on the lookout starting tomorrow, Monday. I'm going to go live on YouTube. So if you don't see me here on Facebook Live, it's because I'm over there. But I will post my YouTube videos here on Facebook, so you won't miss a thing. But I would love it if you guys went to my Absolute Best YouTube channel and subscribed. That way we can keep bringing these videos to you, and you guys can keep challenging yourself and improving your strength, flexibility, and your core strength especially, as we engage our body in physical exercise along with our mind, because there's a certain mindset that has to go along with disciplining yourself and getting yourself to do this on a regular basis so that you can really gain the most benefits out of your workout program. I'm 68 years old. I've been exercising pretty much all my life. I started dancing when I was 9 years old, and so my body's very, very used to exercising. Those of you who have not exercised on a regular basis, you have to take a little bit of time to develop the practice. Whether it's yoga, whether it's weight training, whether it's Pilates, cardiovascular exercise, all of those ingredients need to be blended together. That's why I'm trying to periodize these workouts, and we started with yoga, and now we're doing Sit and Fit. We're going to be doing other kinds of workouts as we move along. Hey Earl, so we're going to be doing Sit and Fit today. Go ahead and grab your chair if you haven't already. I'm going to go grab some weights. I'll be right back. Okay. So one of the things too that I want you guys to know is that, where are you? I've got landscape view on, so it's a little bit challenging for me as to how to frame this. That's what happens when you guys go live. Anything can happen. So I want you guys to grab weights. If you do, good morning, good morning. If you do have some weights, go get them. And I'll be doing some exercises that are gonna give your muscles some resistance and some stress. And as we age, our muscles tend to atrophy. We have to do a lot of weight training or resistive training to build up muscle mass. And the importance of muscle mass as we get older, especially women, is that the more we do exercises that stress our muscles, the more the tendons that are connected to your bones pull and give your bones the message that it needs to build more calcium. It needs to build stronger bones, because that constant pull, that constant stress on the bone creates the necessity for the bone to say, hey, I need a little more density here. So keeping that in mind, we're going to go ahead and do a nice easy warm-up, then we're going to do some weight training, and then we're going to do some relaxation and meditation. Here we go. So I've got light weights for now, but we're going to end up learning how to increase the intensity of our weight training as we do this. Start with your feet firmly on the ground. I'm going to turn my mat this way. Okay. That way my feet are firmly on the ground. On the mat. All right. One of the things that activates your core is if you press your hands firmly onto your thighs, it immediately activates your core. Pull your chest up and really expand through that rib cage. Feel that you're breathing through your belly. Make sure that you feel like you're pressing firmly into the ground. Keep those shoulders down. Take a nice deep breath in, just like we do our mountain pose when we start our yoga. Let's do it on the chair. Chin up, extend those arms way back behind your ears, and then exhale. Inhale again. Way up. Exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. Place your hands on the knees and begin to round your body down and then back up again. And 2. And 3. 1. Now I'm going to have you reverse that. So let's come back, squeeze your belly tight so that your belly button feels like it's going into your spine. You're tucking the chin way down into your chest and hold it. Take a deep breath, inhale. Place your hands on the knees and now reverse it. You're going to dip down and go out. Separate your legs a little bit so you have some room for that torso to go through your thighs. 2 more. Now, articulating that spine. 1 more. And stay up. Grab those knees. Pull your shoulder blades together. Lift that chest. Retract those shoulders. And now, go neutral with the arms out. You're going to lace your fingertips together. Make sure your feet are wide apart on this. And contract. And then open, thumbs back, palms up, and lift that chest. Let's do it again. 2, contract. Inhale. And again, 3. And again, inhale. And 4. Good, arms up. Way back with those arms. See if you can get those arms behind those shoulders, behind those ears, and then release. Good. Circle the shoulders around for 4 and 3, 2. Good. And reverse forward. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Good. Arms up into prayer. Inhale again. Exhale out. Grab the side of the chair with one hand. The other hand pulls and tugs at your head and neck. Again, you're constantly putting pressure into the floor. You really need to feel the back of the knees tighten. Pull and stretch through the trapezius as you hold, inhaling and exhaling. Walk your fingertips around, tuck the chin into one side of your torso, so you're looking over the opposite shoulder or under the shoulder. And then walk around, grab the side of your neck, angle your jawline over your shoulder. Take a deep breath, inhale. And exhale. Very good. Let's do it to the other side. And head and neck to one side. You're stretching through the trapezius. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more breath again. Inhale. Exhale. Walk your fingertips in. Turn the chin under your arm. Towards your underarm. Inhale. Exhale. Walk around to the other side. Grab the side of your neck and line up your jaw with that shoulder. Eyes look back behind you as far as you can take them. And center. Both arms up. And seated mountain. See how far back you can get those arms. exhale down. Palms up, inhale. Exhale. And again, inhale. I'm putting pressure into the floor with these little feet of mine, tightening the back of the knees. Push. Good. All right, so let's do little sun salutation. Let's bring the legs in a little bit closer, arms up overhead, inhale, and extend back. Open the arms out, extend one foot out in front of you, flatten your back, and reach towards the toes. If you can't reach the toe, this is fine. Chin up, chest out, hold 8. Bear down into the floor with that opposite foot. Take the arms up, switch sides. Inhale, exhale. Keep that back flat. Push into the floor with the opposite foot. Straight out, inhale. Good. Wide stance with your feet. Slide all the way down, top of the head to the floor, and hang out there. Slide your hands to the knees, contract. Round up, circle those shoulders. You're going to put the corner of the chair between your thighs, one leg back, one leg front, and you're going to go into warrior 2. Hold it. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. Pushing hard into the floor with the front foot and the back foot, and try and feel like you're pulling your thighs together on this. Elbow to the thigh and peek under that arm. Inhale and exhale. Straighten out into your triangle and hold. Deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. One last breath. Inhale. And exhale as you come down. Rotate your body to face the floor. Rotate your back foot so the ball of the foot is on the ground. Deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Walk your hand up the knee. Round your body up. Lock and straighten that spine. Back buttocks should be really tight. The knee straight. You're on the ball of the foot, on the back leg. Hold it. Then you're going to take one arm up, followed by the other arm, and bear down into the floor as much as possible as you arch back. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Open the arms out. Inhale. Exhale. Relaxing the back knee slowly. You're going to hold onto the chair for balance. You're going to bring that back knee into a softened position. You're going to roll over onto the dorsal part of your foot. Reset and realign yourself on that chair so that you feel really secure. You're on the edge of the chair in the front. Remember, that point is between your legs. Lean back, contract, and hold. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Try to pull your collar or your chin into your collarbone. Separate those shoulder blades. Protract them. And now lift up. Keep those arms coming straight up overhead. Chin up. Open the arms out. Bring that knee in. Cross it so you're on the edge of your seat on the side. Cross that one knee in, put your other hand back behind you, and look over your shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Once again, inhale. Exhale. And last time, inhale. And exhale. Release. And then slowly move it over to the other side. So what you have to do is, you have to reset your chair so that you can go into your warrior two, and the point of the chair is between your thighs, okay? One foot is back behind you, the outside part of your foot is forced onto the floor, so is the ball of the foot. The arch of your foot is up, and the heel is firmly on the ground. The front foot forces into the floor, and you're gonna open up your trunk to a straight posture as one knee goes off to the side and the other hip goes towards the back. Palms face the ground, line that chin over the fingertips. Deep breath in, inhale. And again, make sure that you're trying to pull those legs together. Keep breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Gently bend over, support yourself with one elbow on that thigh. Peek under that arm. Deep breath. Inhale, exhale. Straighten that arm, slide down that leg. Now, if this is as far as you can go, great. But if you can go all the way down to your ankle or even to the floor, great. Turning your head and neck so that you're looking up. Inhale, exhale. Deep breaths. Remember, if you can take 3 slow, deep breaths in each posture, you're good. You're going to pivot around. Bring that arm down. Place your hands on the floor. Pivot your back leg around. So you're in a lunge. Again, deep breath in. Deep breath out. Walk your hand up the knee. And straighten that spine, okay? Make sure your back is super straight. Sorry, I'm giving you my back. Squeeze your glutes tight, okay? Shoulders back. If you can, one arm up, followed by the other. And stretch back. You're going to open out. Slowly settle, bringing that knee in so that the dorsal part of your foot goes down into the ground. Tuck your belly button under, dig into the floor with that front leg. Begin to do an anterior tilt of your hips. You're squeezing your glutes, your belly button is into your back, chin into your collarbone. Inhale, exhale. Slowly rise up. And as you do, extend those arms back behind you. Excellent. Inhale, exhale. And release. Arms out. You're going to bring that back leg around to cross. Take your arm on that knee, rotate, and Point your chin over your shoulder. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And slowly come around, uncross those legs, and come to center. Okay, very good. Sit nice and tall. Your spine is super straight, arms up overhead, bear down into the floor with those feet. Inhale, exhale, and hold your posture. Tilt your body forward, lock the back of the knees, and press into the floor. And then gently rise up. A little bit of a lift through that chest. Exhale. Way down. Let's do it again. This time we're going to go so far forward and push the weight so far into those legs. I want you to kind of waddle your hips to the very edge of that chair. Okay, your knees are going over towards your toes. You're going to tighten the back of those knees and you're going to tilt your body so far forward that you're going to shift your body over those toes. And if the knees are over the toes a little bit, that's okay. I don't mind that. I'm going to take off my sweatshirt, well, my top, because I'm already getting warm. Relax. Okay, we're here. Belly button into the spine. Keeping those feet flat, you're going to rise up and you're going to arch back. Throw your hips way back. Thrust your hips towards the toes. Open those arms, place them on your knees, flatten your back as you come down to settle back into the chair lightly. And then arms out again, inhale. Exhale. Excellent. Tilt forward. You're going to do it again. Come off that chair. This time you're going to balance on your tippy toes. Hold it. Inhale, exhale. If you can't balance on those toes, just keep your feet flat on the floor. If you can't come up off the chair, just stay seated on the chair and isometrically push those feet far down into the floor. Now you're going to come up, inch by inch. Go ahead and put your feet down, heels down on the floor. Back you go. Open out. Shift your hips back first. Slide your hands down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. Let's do another spinal twist. Look back and hold. Deep breath, inhale. And exhale. One more, inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. And exhale. We're going to gently move around to the other side. Inhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. And last breath, inhale. Exhale. Very good. Come back to center. Shake out those legs a little bit. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, prayer. And again. Now we're going to do some exercises for our quads. If you have weights, grab some weights. Now these are light weights. For right now I'm just using 5 pounds, but for this exercise you can actually do a little more. You can actually hold 8 pounds, even 10-pound weights. But just for the purposes of demonstrating and for the purposes of letting people know that they can start light and then eventually graduate up to a heavier weight. So what we're going to do is we're going to sit firmly on the chair. I'm going to be doing a lot of stand up and sit down, so let me move back a little bit more so that the top of my head doesn't get cut off, which it probably will anyway. But okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to bear down into the floor with those feet, and you're going to rise up, and let's do a combination of movements. You're going to do a bicep curl, and then you're going to come down. So let's go 20 of these. 2. Good. Again. 3. And 4. That's what I love about Sit and Fit. It can be a bench for you, a stability mechanism, a chair. Squeeze your thighs. Make sure you're really tensing those quads the whole time you go up and the whole time you come down. Let's do 10 more. Again. If you don't have any weights, just do isometric exercises. Good. I kind of lost count. Let's do 2 more. And relax. Go ahead and place the weights down. Shake out those arms. Take a deep breath in. Inhale. Exhale. Again. So if you don't have any weights, you can just hold isometrically. Bear down into the floor. Tighten those biceps. Tighten the back of the knees, the thighs. An isometric exercise is going to be a great way to lead into doing more isotonic, more dynamic exercises as we move through these. Okay, let's work a little bit on the triceps. Remember, I always talk about the protagonist and the antagonist muscle. So there's the protagonist muscle when you're doing your bicep. The antagonist muscle is the triceps. So now we're going to reverse that. We're going to make the tricep work and extend the bicep. So we're going to lean forward. And again, if you don't have any weights, you can do it without the weights. Just create tension in your body. Pull your belly button into your spine. Lean your body forward and extend and kick back those elbows into a straight position. You don't want to move the shoulders. You're going to squeeze your shoulders. Retract those shoulder blades. Inhale and exhale. Let's do 5 more. Good, and relax. Drop those weights, shake out those arms. Now for triceps, I forgot to tell you, if you have 8-pound weights, you can do that with 8-pound weights. I wouldn't do it with 10, especially if you're starting, but 5-pound weights is probably a better starting weight. So build up from 5 pounds to 8 pounds to 10 pounds. The idea is you do not want to move those shoulders. You don't want any swinging in those shoulders. They isolate and they stay. I like to say, pretend you're trying to hold a pencil underneath your arm. while you're doing the exercise. Okay, so we've moved some large muscles to warm up, and now we're doing a little bit more of our extremities. And that's generally the rule of thumb. You want to work on the large muscle groups first, and then move out into your smaller muscle groups. So what are your larger muscle groups? Well, everything in your trunk, from your neck to the tip of your tailbone, and your legs. So that's how we warm up. And then you move into your upper body. And of course, you want to use your chest, you want to use your back. We've done a lot of warming up in the chest and in the back, but we haven't done much resistive work on the chest and back. So let's go there now. So I'm going to double up on my weights because you can use a little bit heavier weight for your back. And you're going to go into bent over rows. So you're going to sit into your chair. And you're going to position yourself with one leg back, just like what you do when you do your warrior. And you're going to place one elbow on your thigh. And you're going to let the weights face the back wall. Then as you come up, you're going to rotate the weights and bring the weights up towards your rib cage. I want you to do one extra thing. I want you to rotate and look back behind you when you come up, and then you rotate back down again until you extend that arm all the way down. So we're going to do 20 of these. I exhale each time I come up. Stop and rest whenever you need to. 10 more. Couple more. And last two right here. One more. And drop those weights. Extend the arm out in front of you and then move up into your reverse warrior. Leaning your fingertip past that knee and having your arm come overhead and then look up. Back to your warrior two. Inhale, exhale. And release. Good. Now we're going to move into the other side. So again, I always like to put the chair so that it positions with the point between my thighs. One knee front, the other leg back, like if you're doing warrior two. Grab those weights and go ahead and position yourself for bent over rows here. Remember, square off those shoulders, then you're going to bend at the elbow and you're going to bring the weight up towards your rib cage. But then what I like to do is I have a little bit of a rotation that I like to put into it at the end and then come back. So let's do 20 of these. Here we go. Make sure your knee is over your ankle on that front leg. The flat of the foot is on the floor back behind you. Keep going. In, exhale. Give yourself that full rotation. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. And drop those weights. Take that arm out, prop yourself up, reach towards that back knee, and press into that reverse warrior. Then once you're there, rotate. And look up. Open out, warrior two. Exhale, release. Okay, so how do we work our chest on the chair? Well, you could use the chair as a bench, but I'm gonna use it for push-ups. So you're gonna place your hands on the chair. Now, if you want, you can turn the chair this way, but that's going to be hard for your elbows to get through. So you're going to position yourself. Now, if you are a beginner and you don't think you can be completely sturdy and strong enough to do a full push-up, I want you to be in a lunge, 1 foot front, 1 foot back. And what you're going to do is you're going to start helping yourself. You're going to lean into that front leg. You're going to have the heel of your hands on the edge of the seat, and you're going to just bring your chest down towards the chair. And then you're going to push yourself up. So your leg here is supporting you. It's giving you a little bit of an aid. But you want to bring the middle of your chest down towards the edge of the seat. So you inhale and exhale. And I'm flaring my elbows out to the side, okay? If you're a little stronger, you can put your foot further back. Try that. If you feel strong enough to put both your feet back behind you, let's go. I'm going to do 8, 7. Make sure you have a strong, sturdy chair, and I've got a mat so it doesn't slide away from me. Make sure you're sturdy on that chair. Again. 2 more. 1 more. Push up. If you come up, you can step 1 foot forward and lift up, arch back. Open out. Straddle your legs. Lace your fingertips back behind you and drop way down. Bend the knees, hands on the knees. Round it up, bend one knee, push in, bring the other leg in. Can we do a second set? We're going to do 2 more sets of 8. So again, if you need to position one knee, I've got my thumbs kind of inverted, so my elbows are going to flare out when I go into my push-ups. Beginners, here you go. Intermediate, advanced. One foot in, followed by the other foot. Inhale up, arch it back. Open out. Third set. Again, if you're a beginner, here you go. Intermediate, here you go. Advanced. Lock your knees, squeeze your glutes. Walk it in. Inhale, arch back. Open. Go ahead and settle yourself onto that chair. extend the arms out in front of you. We're going to do a child's pose. Arms are way out. And maybe wiggle your hips, right and left. Knees are going to bend. Walk your hands to the edge of the seat. Step in, slowly round up. Good. Let's get down on the chair again. So you've done quads, you've done chest, you've done back, biceps, triceps. Let's do a little bit for your hamstring, for the strength exercise. All you're going to do is position your leg down on the floor like when we were stretching it. But this time, what you're going to do is you're going to pick it up and then release it down. So you're going to pick it up 8 times. Ready, set, and go. 8. And release it. Lock that back thigh. 7. And release it. Of course, if you have ankle weights, that's a nice way of building more strength in that hamstring muscle. Keep going. Now look at how far I'm trying to get my leg up. My heel's coming up close to the edge of the seat. I won't be able to do that on the other side, but I'm going to try because my other side does not allow me to flex. Good. And bring the knee in, stretch it out. Good. And stretch the heel out in front of you and stretch that hamstring. Hold it, drop the head and neck, put your foot down, and then round it up. Good. Let's go to the other side. Same thing that we did when we were stretching through the quad. But this time you're going to stand tall. You're going to brace yourself on that chair. I know I'm going to have to. Let's see what we can do on this side. I'm not going to be able to bring that heel up quite so far on this side, but that's okay. Here we go. Hold on. If you get a cramp, which I just did, stop. Put your foot down, massage it, okay? I might get cramps as I do this, but I'm going to train my body to move through the action. And again. I'm holding onto the chair. I have to. One hand is on the back of the chair, over here. The other one is on the back of the back part of the chair. Good. Not so easy. You're working that bicep femoris. Okay, it works exactly the same way as your arm does, but it's on your femur bone. So you're going to stretch out, go down to the floor, put your foot down, and reach fingertips towards your toe. Round it up, hand on the knee. Shake it out. Okay, we're going to work calves a little bit. You can grab one weight. Let that weight dangle down by your side. Okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to put one foot, you're going to wrap it around your ankle, and you're going to elevate up and down. You're going to do 12 to 15 of these. I'm going to do 5 more. Stop and rest when you need to. Good. Shake it out. If you want, you can stretch that heel back behind you. Throw your hips forward and just hold. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Lock the knee. Stretch that calf. Inhale. Excellent. We're going to move around to the other side. So I'm going to take the chair here just so you guys can see me. All right, I don't know if my head's chopped off, is it? Yeah, it is. Who cares? You don't need to look at my face or my head. Look at my body. That's what we're working. 2, and again. 3, 4, and 5. Nice balance here. 8. I'm going to do 5 more. Stop and rest if you need to. All right. So then stretch that calf. The leg you just finished pumping. Stretch it down. Hold it. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Once again, deep breath in. Deep breath out. All right. You're going to be doing a full body workout today. You're going to grab both your weights. Now, if you have bad shoulders, you don't need to use weights. You can just do it without weights and just create resistance when you move your arms up and down. I'm going to place the weights by my shoulders in a nice straight position so the heads of the weight are not in this posture or this position, it's inverted this way. But when you go up, I think I'm going to kneel so you can see. But when you go up, your palms are going to face out and then straight up and then bring them back here again. So you're going to go up and down, inhaling and exhaling. You guys can stay seated on the chair. I just want to make sure that you see the full range of motion here. Again. Keep going. If you want to stop and rest here, that's fine. Otherwise, you can keep coming with me. I'm going to do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Very good. Relax. Excellent. You can place those weights down. You're going to stretch those shoulders again. Have your feet firmly on the ground. Same exercise we did at the beginning. Just kind of hold on to the edge of the seat. Pull the head and neck to one side. Change it to the other side. You're going to bring your chin into your collarbone. And we've done this 1,000 times before. Place your hands back behind you, chin up, and hold. Release. You're going to turn your chin to the right. Inhale and exhale. And the chin to the left. Excellent. Now we're going to do an abdominal exercise. So, you're going to turn to the side. You're going to hold one side of the chair with one hand, the other side of the chair with the other hand. And you're going to come to the edge of the chair. Make sure that the back part of your chair is to the side of you. You're over onto one side of the chair. That way you have room to lean back, right? So we're going to extend one leg out, and you're going to sit as close to the edge of that chair as you possibly can. You can either have your feet firmly down on the ground or up on the toes. I like to do mine on the toes. And you're going to extend the leg out. You're going to tuck your hip under and see how far you can lean back on that chair. If you feel you're strong enough to let go and press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20. Squeeze your butt. If you can't do that, just hold it here. And bring your hands to the chair, bend the knee, round your body up. Good, feet apart, drop down, hands on the ankles, pull the head and neck down. Hands on the knees, round up. Very good. Do it to the other side. Okay, so what you're gonna try and do, you guys, is you're gonna have one hand back behind you on the chair here. The other hand's gonna hold you here. You're gonna sit pretty close to the edge of the seat, extend one leg out, and start pulling yourself back. See how much you can tuck your hips under, because what you wanna try and do is get the whole sacral area onto that chair. Once that sacral area is on that chair, then go here. Now if you can let go, hand on the chair, round your body, pull the knee up. Good, excellent. Sit on the edge of the chair, pull one knee in, straighten your spine, turn your heel out, put that heel or the edge of your foot on the side of your thigh or on top of your thigh, press and hold. And you're going to switch sides. Take the foot, place it on your thigh, push that knee down, one hand back behind you, press and hold. And then gently release. Put your foot down. Very good. Okay, we're going to go into our relaxation and meditation. Feet firmly on the ground. First of all, love your body. Thank you, legs. Thank you, feet. Thank you, my hands. Thank you, my arms. Thank you, my core. Thank you, my shoulders. Thank you, my head. Thank you, my body. Palms up. You get me from point A to point B. I nourish you. I treat you like my temple. And I am always going to worship you because you are the vehicle that's going to get me through the rest of this life. I say that to myself so that I don't forget how precious my body is. Inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. Another breath. Make sure your spine is erect. And as you meditate, what you want to focus on is the flow of energy from the ground through the soles of your feet, all the way up your legs, past your hips, all the way up your spine to the very top of your head. And then the reverse. Feel energy funneling through the top of your head, going down through all your chakras, past your tailbone into your legs, and tether yourself back to the earth with energy moving deep, past the earth's crust, past the mantle, all the way down to the core. Expand your lungs as the breath comes in. Relax your jaw. Let the tip of your tongue just settle at the roof of your mouth. So as you breathe in through your nose. And as you relax, let that tongue relax and push the air out your mouth. Scan your body to see if there's any tension. Check your neck, your shoulders. It's generally where we hold most of our tension and feel like raindrops dripping down your spine, down your shoulders, down your arms, down your back. Just feel that flow of energy just wash away. No tension. Melting away. Keep your eyes closed if you'd like, and let the eyes lift slightly up towards your brow, focusing on your third eye, your mind's eye, your intuition, your imagination. And just visualize yourself completely relaxed, with an erect spine, just sitting and breathing. Breathe at your own pace. Whenever you feel ready, I want you to begin wiggling your fingertips and circle your wrists. Take those arms up, overhead, inhale. Exhale. To your heart space. And see if you can't feel the palpitation of your heart. Spiritual eye. Namaste. The soul in me recognizes the soul in you, and together we are one. So here we go. That's Sit and Fit, and I know you're getting better. I know you're getting stronger each and every day. When you attack these exercises, come to them with an open mind, with a healed mind, with a healed body. You're already 100%. You're not getting to, you are 100% as you do these exercises with me. Love you guys. Mwah. Take care.